Hitting $10,000 per month fast with a business model called growth operating is, bro, legit the easiest thing anybody can do. Because for me, going from a broke college student to dropping out, hitting $10,000 per month within just 2 months of starting, and a few months later at $37,000 per month, where I get to now travel all over the world and basically live like a 65-year-old retired millionaire at just 19 years old. I can tell you firsthand, as someone vividly who can remember being right in your shoes, that without being some super mega genius and without your wrists chained to hundreds of different freaking clients that will most likely leave you after a month, that you too can hit $10,000 per month and come join me and literally hundreds of other growth operators I know living the same exact heavenly lifestyle. So as of this newly unraveling space of these hundreds of other growth operators, being one of, if not the top guy, today let me break down to you in crystal clarity what actually this model even is, why it's so desperately in demand right this second, and 3 simple steps on how you can start and scale growth operating right to that $10,000 per month too. Well, first we gotta begin with what actually is growth operating and why people need it so bad from you right now, which is best understood if we close our eyes and if we just imagine walking down the street and looking around, because these days everybody is freaking glued to their phone, bro. Hence the massive explosion of what is called the creator economy. And no one else has better capitalized on this like Mr. Beast and Logan Paul. But boys, ain't no way Mr. Beast is now worth $100 million and Logan Paul at $150 million. If they didn't have Prime or Feastables, the new model, it's get that attention and then sell the attention. But there's a shadowy secret behind these companies, being that hilariously, despite Mr. Beast and Logan Paul getting ridiculously rich from these businesses, people that got even richer than them are secret guys like Reed Dutcher or Max Clemens, worth $220 million and $245 million. Why? Well, simple. Because they're what's called Mr. Beasts and Logan Paul's growth operators, who own an even larger percentage of Feastables and Prime and operate on the business aspects to grow it. But building a massive business like that's a little too hard. That's why I really dug deep and tried to find a way that when I was a beginner, could get into this gold rush. And when I did, I think I might have found accidentally a better model than what Max and Reed does, where you can make money faster and even freaking easier, and funny enough, that a beginner can get into. Because it just makes total sense when you look at the even bigger companies in the world. Google, Facebook, because they have what's called infinite scalability. Compared to Feastables and Prime, where you make 1 chocolate bar or 1 bottle of Prime, and you can only sell 1. But with Google and Facebook, they have 1 digital product that they then can sell to millions of people. And in the exact same way, people like Iman Ghazi, worth $85 million, have cracked this code, who also sells digital products like a digital community or a digital course. But then the code that I cracked was through the mass connections I made with other creator businesses and saw a shiny silver string time the top ones. And since being the creator, ideating, shooting, titling, editing, thumbnails, 24/7, being on that hamster wheel, and even myself being one before, knowing that it's an absolute full-time job, I recognize that all the top creators had this growth operator. And since the creator made attention and the growth operator monetized it, they were making bank. But all the other broke creators had attention, but no growth operator to monetize. But the thing is, now they're sitting on a freaking gold mine of attention for a growth operator to go in there and monetize, which these creators are desperately looking 4, which is where you perfectly come in. Because all you gotta do is come in, partner with these creators, go on a revenue share basis with them, then launch those digital products like courses, communities, and programs. So now that you know that growth operating makes 100% sense, that it's literally on the cusp of a shift in the whole economy, whilst it being so desperately in demand for these creators, or therefore, you know for a fact that it's a model that you're going to begin today, the first step of 3 to beginning it is to pick what's called your niche. So since we're selling educational products, fundamentally our creators' audience needs to want to learn. Hence why our client needs to be a educational creator. But that in itself is a massive niche. Hence why I broke it down into just 3 simple areas for you guys, which just simply comes to areas that humans always want to learn and therefore to improve, being health, wealth, and relationships. But for us to make the most amount of the cha-ching, we have to solve the biggest pain, which of the 3 is, you know, always wealth, money problems. But even in wealth, then again, it's such a freaking massive niche, like making money with tons of different business models that you guys have probably already heard, like drop shipping, SMMA, affiliate marketing. But the best way is within these money niches, finding the ones that are trending and then catch them early. Or bro, I'm just drop these sauce for you guys. So here are tons of different of these untapped trending niches on the screen right now. But for instance, I currently know a creator and operator duo making, bro, $26K per month, who teaches people how to make money with weirdly car detailing, where even though it's a super niched in topic, since they are the only people teaching how to do it, they can make bank. And me personally knowing that growth operator, I know they're back in numbers and he takes 40%. So that's 40% of $26,000. He's making $10,400 from freaking one client. But after that niche is found out, next the creators in that niche must be analyzed. But the weirdest thing about picking the creator was with one of our most successful case studies, where you know when you're scrolling through TikTok and you see those girls where they're saying, oh my gosh guys, here's this lotion, or oh my gosh, here's this makeup, and they're saying how awesome it is and oh my gosh, go buy it, and they get paid for creating that content. Well, those are called UGC, or user generated content girls. So we took a creator who in their content was teaching other girls how to make money becoming a UGC girl. And despite our UGC creator having merely 50,000 Instagram followers, being in a pretty niched in segment of the make money online market, since the audience was super monetizable, we were able to make dough for her, taking her from just $500 per month all the way to $32,000 per month in just 4 months. But guys, please don't be what I call a copy and paste entrepreneur and just copy me, because listen, we already own that niche. So you gotta be that one to find these untapped niches yourself. But once you found that niche, you need to first find this creator, then sign them. But how would you do this? Well, lucky for you, when I first found my creator, that was actually when I unintentionally found the best method, which I now call the homie strat. Because basically how I first got mine was through my old YouTube channel, where from the few creator friends I knew, I signed one of them. But the great thing is for you guys, literally everybody is a freaking influencer these days. So easily just scrape your network of your homies or even homies, and there's absolutely no freaking way that if you just try a little bit, your friend or at least a friend of your friend is an influencer that you can sign. But after you found this influencer, you could be stuck on how to sign them. So that's why I'll give you a super simple 5-step process. Being comfort, playful, value, connect, then finally chat. Or first, start with an intro DM on Instagram with these options on the screen right now to build a level of comfort. Then the playful element must be added there to have a level of friendship in the relationship. Then provide value by telling them valuable skills you can bring, by telling them the prior business models or the jobs that you gained these skills from. Or if you're an absolute beginner, then show maybe some of the soft skills that you've gained in school with working on technology there, or maybe you're a good public speaker. Then next, connect on something that you guys both like. Then finally, request for a chat where you guys can chop it up on a call. But great, even though you've now started a growth operating, got your niche picked, creator picked, and now finally you've signed your creator, how the hell do you fulfill? Well, to be honest, towards this end does get a bit saucy, with aspects like creating a school community for them, creating funnels, funnels, running ads, and more. But for this video, it's a little bit too much sauce. So rather, what'll be more helpful is if I leave you with this realization that with this opportunity, where you know growth operating is just popping off now, making it super untapped, where literally never before in history you've seen a scenario where you can have the blessing to help out a creator that desperately needs money whilst they're literally sitting on a monetizable pile of gold. Where honestly, after setting up the systems with the creator, you don't have to do much of the work yourself. And the creator is absolutely full of joy because they have you that have solved their most freaking painful problem. So now you've got two roads to take to stay down the road of being in the states that you don't want to be in right now, or being able to hit $37,000 per month, just like me, by continuing to learn how to growth operate. Or since with your most painful problem being now a more in-depth understanding of how to sign that first growth operator creator, where if you learn this stuff, I guarantee you that you most likely will be able to sign your first creator within the next 30 days. So in this video right here, I break down in excruciating clarity how to sign that creator. So I'll catch y'all in just a few seconds. See you right there.